Hi, everybody. Welcome back to In the Cards and Stars, your favorite pop culture and astrology podcast. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Aquarius season. Oh my gosh, you guys, Aquarius season. I'm so happy that it's here. Yeah. How are we doing? How was Capricorn season? How did you guys make it through the Capricorn stellium that we had? I barely made it, you guys. Capricorn is my 12th house, and I was like, just, picture a hand like coming out of a grave, like it was a lot. But on the bright side, I did 12th house things. I cleaned out my closet physically and probably mentally too. I made some appointments that I needed to make with some doctors and to take care of some things to take care of. Just did all of the 12th house things, which the 12th house is like what's hidden. Also had some interesting conversations, confrontations with other people. It was a lot, you guys. It was a lot. The stellium did what it was supposed to do. I'll say that. So I hope you guys made it to the other side just fine. I'm sure you did. But we're done with that energy now. We have made it to Aquarius season. And, this is why I always say, you guys, you got to check. Look at your houses in your birth chart. Which house is ruled by the sign that we're in right now? That will tell you where your focus is. It'll tell you what's going on for you, what's transiting. It's so important because it's just really dead on. It's always pretty dead on. So let's talk about what's happening during the season of revolution, Aquarius. So I'm going to give you guys some dates. So pull out your analog planner if you want, or pull out your phone, whatever you want to do. Write this down, though. You're going to want to remember these things. So we have the night of January 19th, it's now January 20th, so we're good. 19th, 20th, that's when the sun entered into Aquarius. Yes, it did enter the sign at night. And that starts Aquarius season, bringing our focus into the house ruled by Aquarius in our birth charts. For me, it's the first house, and I'm feeling it, you guys. I'm feeling the glow up vibes. I love my new outfit today. Check it out. Okay. Also, Mercury entered Aquarius at the same time, meaning that our focus has shifted from, Capricorn themes like hard work and hustle and planning and intensity and maybe a little bit of a Saturn vibe of things feeling hard, things feeling difficult. Definitely things felt difficult. I mean, just if we look at how things were going in this country. Oh, and by the way, you guys, if y'all saw my prediction video about Donald Trump over on Patreon with patrons and members, if you guys saw that, members also, then you know that those predictions for the numerology of Trump did come true during Capricorn season, which is what I think really contributed to a lot of this, heaviness that Capricorn can bring up at times. It's there to make us look at things the stark reality. And then Aquarius season comes in with innovation, problem solving, future forward thinking, definitely lightens things up. It's an air sign. So hopefully you guys are already feeling lightened up as of January 20th, as of the time of your listening to this, we just had Mercury enter Aquarius. So I don't know, sigh of relief for sure. January 23rd, Mars will also enter into Aquarius. So this is, people really collectively putting their money where their mouth is. It's like we are going to be motivated to focus on and move forward with themes like the collective energy, brotherhood, sisterhood, our communities, innovation. If you guys really like, makeup and fashion, you may find that you're dressing a little bit more like futuristic and, technology. All these things are going to get a huge push forward because both collectively and in our own lives, in our the microcosm of life, which is our birth charts, we're going to see that our own ability to innovate, come up with new things, and to feel motivated to make changes is going to really come into play as of January 23rd, because we're going to have Mercury and Mars and the sun in Aquarius. So check your birth chart, which house. Comment below, you guys, which house is ruled by Aquarius in your birth chart, actually. And I will drop you a little comment, make a little prediction for you. All right. Then we get to January 26th, which is a really amazing day, a really beautiful day. The stellium in Aquarius continues, as the stellium continues in Aquarius with Mars, Mercury, and the Sun, we're then going to have Neptune finally make a move into Aries from Pisces. So we are now going from the watery energy of Pisces. Neptune is at home in Pisces, which on the bright side can bring like creativity and, this feeling of the ability to flow through things and sort of a laid back, like dreaminess. But we've had it there for a few years, and a lot of us are ready for more clarity. And it's time. I'm ready for more clarity. So now that Neptune is leaving Pisces, check the Pisces ruled house in your birth chart. That's where you have been dealing with confusion, or sometimes it probably felt really creative and expansive, and then at other times too confusing to even really know how to use the energy. Definitely can relate to that. Pisces rules my second house of self-worth and money. And yes, it's been a lot. So I'm ready for it to get the heck out of there. And then Neptune moving into Aries is going to really affect us collectively. Neptune is creativity as well, the entertainment industry too. So we're going to start seeing that in pop culture and in, movies and TV and in fashion. We're going from this like dreaminess, these romantic stories, to stories of Aries vibes, like more Aries qualities. So this is like being an innovator, being someone who is independent. We're all going to feel that stirring within us. We're going to get more creative in our own lives about how can I be more myself? How can I be more authentic, more independent? And with all of that happening at the same time that all of these other planets are in Aquarius, we may just revolutionize our lives. So get ready. You're going to be getting an energy boost when Neptune moves into Aries. And check your Aries ruled house in your chart. That is where you're going to find a boost of creativity, and you're going to feel more focused there. Things are going to start flowing there. I like Neptune in Aries because I feel like Aries gives Neptune some stability. Neptune and Pisces just felt like kind of too much of the same thing. It was almost like moving too quickly to grasp. With Neptune and Aries, I just feel like we're going to be able to use it more because, if we look at where we have Aries in our charts, that's where we already naturally feel strong. The Aries ruled house in your chart is like where you feel independent. You're good at that in that place. You're good at showing up. So when Neptune goes into that house for you personally, you're going to be like, okay, now I have more creative ways to express myself as a strong, independent, warrior Aries energy. So I like it. I actually think it's going to be really good. Then February 1st, we have the Leo full moon. So something in our Leo ruled house is going to be coming to fruition. Something is going to be sparking like a moment of aha, like clarity and understanding. I also really like Leo full moons because Leo generally is a pretty like optimistic sign. Leo's about generosity and just the shining a light on things. So a full moon in this sign that's already filled with light, I feel like it just gives us more clarity, more understanding, and I just think it's good. I really like it. So that's going to be a really nice energy with the full moon there. So check your Leo ruled house. You're going to have some clarity. You may hit a milestone there, but that's going to be really good. Then February 3rd, Uranus goes direct. Another thank you moment. When Uranus is retrograde, it's like we feel like things are surprising, but like in ways we didn't expect because Uranus is already kind of unexpected. When Uranus goes direct, it's like we just feel like we can handle things better. It's like anything that came up while Uranus was retrograde, again, now we're going to have the tools to manage it. And with all of the energy and problem solving Aquarius, with Neptune and Aries, I just feel like we're going to be moving forward. We're going to be moving forward now. February 6th, Mercury goes into Pisces. So when Mercury heads into Pisces, we're going to be focused more on our Pisces ruled house. So all of the inspiration and the innovation that we did while Mercury was in Aquarius, we were thinking, we were innovating, we were coming up with new ideas. Now when Mercury moves into Pisces, we're going to focus all of those ideas and plans into the Pisces ruled part of our chart. It's just going to naturally flow. So to give you guys an example, for me, Aquarius is my first house. So I'm focused on myself. I'm building, building up like, how do I want to present myself? How do I want to dress? I was like donating items in my closet, like focusing on all that stuff. Well, then when Mercury moves into Pisces, my second house of self-worth and money, I'm going to be like, okay, now I'm going to show up with this look or this persona or, this strategy for how I want to show up in the world. And now that's going to translate to making more money or, feeling good about myself because I did all that work with Mercury in Aquarius. So it's just going to kind of build naturally into the Pisces part of your chart. So check that out, see what that looks like for you. Again, you can always comment or ask any questions below and I'll give you my take on things. And then we have February 13th, Saturn moving into Aries. And this is when I feel the final, biggest sigh of relief is going to come through because we felt a little bit of this Saturn and Aries transit over the summer. We got a reprieve. We all know about Saturn returns and all of that stuff that we've talked about. So everybody who has Saturn in Aries in their natal chart, this is your Saturn return beginning. I don't think that Saturn returns are bad, by the way. There's a lot of mixed messages out there about Saturn returns. I actually think Saturn returns are where you build in a very powerful way. My Saturn return felt challenging, but super rewarding. So, I wouldn't trade it for anything. So you'll feel that way too if you lean in, embrace it, and just work with the energy. If you feel challenged to do something in the Aries part of your chart, which you will because Saturn's in Aries, do it. Rise to the occasion. You will feel so good about yourself. You will accomplish so much more in those, roughly 3 years than you have your whole life. And that new foundation will take you forward. So make good use of it. Just lock in, as they say, lock in. For the rest of us that don't have that natal placement of Saturn and Aries, we are finally getting a break fully in that Pisces rule part of our charts. And I talked about this before, before the summer when we were looking ahead to getting that little break. And I was talking about how, Saturn and Neptune were both going to wrap up their energy in Pisces and leave a little gift as they go. And then we were going to really get to focus on the Aries rule part of our birth charts and of our lives and show up with more of a definitive, strong energy in our lives. I think we need it. I think with everything going on, it's like we're all ready for some clarity. We are all ready to feel like we know how to move forward, to have that inner strength come out and not be afraid to, speak up, to just, go out there and be ourselves in the world. I think it's going to be really nice. I think it's going to be really, really nice. The confusion will lift. The fog will lift. Also, I should have mentioned this, but at the Leo full moon, February 1st, for certain political people like Leo rising, Donald Trump, there may be more disclosure that finally comes to light. So we're going to keep an eye on that. February 1st, we might finally get more answers that we've been needing, which could strengthen and empower everybody. We could finally feel like, okay, we know what to do, or we know where things are headed, something like that. We'll have to see what comes up at that time. And then February 17th, we have the Aquarius solar eclipse, which is going to help us get a little bit of a preview into what's coming up at more towards the middle of this year, which is going to be the North Node in Aquarius, South Node in Leo. So the Aquarius ruled parts of our birth charts are going to be activated. And look at this as a little taste. See what comes up at this time. For me, it's my first house, so I know I'm going to feel inspired to do something, and it's going to be what I really lean into, even more so when the North Node moves into Aquarius. Pretty sure I already know what this is, just pushing forward on certain dreams and goals. But check your Aquarius ruled house in your chart. This is where you're going to have a solar eclipse. So this is going to be the strength of the sun, the empowerment of your Aquarius energy in your chart, in yourself. You are going to be making a change. You're going to be ready and excited to make this change, this adjustment. It's going to feel strengthening, empowering, fresh, new. I really like it. And this year's astrology is supposed to get better. And I say this every year. We said this last year too, but we really do feel the effects of the Chinese New Year February 17th or 14th. Wait, is it? Hold on. Oh my gosh, it is on the same day as the solar eclipse in Aquarius. Okay. You guys, that gives me so much hope. It feels so exciting. So on my TV show, I actually talk about the year of the fire horse. So that'll end up being up on the channel. So you guys can watch that when it comes up for more in-depth info about it. But basically, it's like the fire horse energy. It's kind of like what I was saying when everything's moving into Aries. It's like you want to get on that horse and you're going to be riding forward. It makes me think of the Knight of Wands, just galloping on the horse, moving forward. We've been in the year of the snake, and we were just shedding in 2025, having these realizations, letting go of things. That energy can be healing. It can be good for a lot of things. It also gets tiring after a while. It's like, okay, we did it. We're ready for something new to come in, ready to know where we go from here. And that is what's coming in mid-February for us, which is going to be coinciding with the solar eclipse in Aquarius. And it's also going to be activating the fire horse energy. So very excited about that. Wear red in February, not just for Valentine's Day, but also for the activation of the fire horse energy, just lucky color. And yeah, let's get ready for something new. Guys, I'm so ready. This January, just like last January, it just started off with such sad vibes. And like I said, go check out that Donald Trump prediction if you guys are members or patrons, but pretty much detailed the whole dang thing that we saw happening at the beginning of this month and, through till just recently. So before we go, let's pull a card. And then let's just get it moving. Also, we have Venus in Aquarius right now, you guys. So if you want to look and feel, sexy and just your best, and you want to attract attention during Venus in Aquarius, which it's there for 3 weeks, then lean into Aquarius colors like blues, blue-greens, aquamarines, silver, think futuristic, lean into more shiny metallic colors. You may want to try a new eyeshadow technique, something really fun that's going to attract attention. Just the weirder, the better. Be yourself. Let your uniqueness, just let it out. Don't repress who you truly are. Never do that, actually. But especially during this time, make a concerted effort to express yourself in what you wear. If you've been curious to try, the bleach brow trend, do it. Do it while Venus is in Aquarius. You can always dye your hair back. And then also focus on groups and community events. That's where you can meet people during Venus in Aquarius, friends or people that are romantically, for you. And yeah, that's kind of the vibe. Lean into your friendships this month as well. Do something good. Give back. This is a great time to volunteer while Venus is in Aquarius. When you make the world a better place, Venus will reward you. You may meet the love of your life while volunteering at the animal shelter. You just never know. But Aquarius does smile upon those that donate, give their time, give their love, care about the collective. So keep that in mind. Okay, let's pull some cards. What is the collective energy for us, the tea timers, the tarot tea timers, during this Aquarius season with all the stelliums, all the shifts, all the changes? What's happening? What's going to happen overall? Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, with Archangel Michael overseeing and supervising this reading, so that we only get positive, uplifting news. Love it. Guys, the Fool card. What did I just say, you guys? It's a time of change, new beginnings. If you've been wanting to try something, do it. Yes, the Fool card. The Fool card says yes. And also the dog in this card, this little white dog, so cute and little, definitely assigned to volunteer in an animal shelter or foster a dog, just saying. But also dogs represent loyalty in the tarot. So bring a loyal friend or two with you. And you guys go to a dance class or start a book club. This is just about starting something new that is joyful and exciting. Also, pull out the leopard print. Wear something fun. Wear things that make you feel good during this time. When you look good, you feel good, that type of thing. You're going to want to be more social this time of year. So put a little extra time into, being creative and self-expression, and maybe wake up a little earlier so that you feel really confident and, get your hair done and all that stuff so that like when you go out there into the world, you feel like you're your most confident self, because Aquarius is about talking to other people and being social. So yeah, just do the things that you need to do for you to feel confident and to be like the fool who is starting a new adventure. So look at this time period as the start of a new adventure during Aquarius season. Innovate, try something new, go a different way to work. Just think, how can I spice up my life during Aquarius season? Okay, what else? Love that though. Love that. So good. The Four of Swords in reverse. Thank you. The healing is complete. The healing is complete. We did a lot of healing, a lot of shedding. Like I said, during the year of the snake, we can finally take a break from that. We get to take a break. We get to go into full card energy, come out of the shadows, come out of your bedroom where you've been writing in your diary. And you can now come back out into the world, feeling confident, feeling healed. I do think that there's a season for everything in life. There's a season to hibernate and to, lick your wounds and to pay attention to what you need to do for you and kind of, go within. And then there is a time to get out there and connect with others and be social. And we have now closed out a time period where we were supposed to be going within and going into our deep feelings and things like that. And we've now entered into a time period that is energetic and social and optimistic. So loving that. Okay, what else? Temperance. Okay, makes sense. So while we are on these grand adventures, we also want to remember temperance. So, as you do these new things, just try to also stay balanced. Don't do anything too crazy, nothing too rash. We are going to be in that year the fire horse, and that is one of the potential pitfalls is, being overly impulsive, especially when Mars starts moving around this month. Like, we just want to stay, when Mars moves into Aquarius, we just want to make sure that we don't do anything that is too sudden. Think about things first, take calculated risks. Let's say that, innovate within reason. You don't want to try to change your whole life in one day, but with temperance, with a balanced approach, you can definitely embrace the energy of new beginnings, which is really kicking in mid-February, but we are going to be feeling the shifts. It's like all of February, things are going to be like moving. And then it's like mid-February with that solar eclipse in Aquarius. It's like there's going to be something very distinct that changes. Okay, anything else about that change that we should know about, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only? The Five of Pentacles in reverse. Oh my God. Okay, so a time of worrying about finances, a time of feeling left out in the cold is going to end. So this could mean, like I said, us connecting more with our communities. We could attract more friends. We could also start making more money. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. So I love that. A time period of feeling left out in the cold is ending. Well, good. Okay. I'm loving this energy, you guys. Aquarius season is going to be amazing. And let's pull one Britney Spears Oracle card. Just to complete the vibes. Oh. Okay. All right. So this is our Britney Spears Oracle card. This is the energy we're going to be walking through Aquarius season with. Head held high. The boho babe. Okay, the boho babe. Okay. One of Britney's favorite casual off-duty garments is the peasant blouse. She's been wearing them for years and is often seen rocking a cropped version with shorts. Britney owns the bohemian blouse in a variety of hues to suit her every mood, and tends to choose them when she's feeling carefree and happy. Full card energy, you guys. Yes, we're supposed to be feeling more carefree during Aquarius season. Find our happy place. Trends may come and go, but Britney sticks with the pieces she loves best, regardless of what's in. Yes, be authentic to you. Guys, this is so confirming our Aquarius season astrology. But life is about more than a favorite blouse, as transformative as clothes may be. It's about finding contentment in the everyday and discovering the magic and being yourself. And the boho babe embodies all those important lessons. Let her spirit soothe you and her joy lead you to your delight. Okay, guys, I'm obsessed. I'm so excited. So yeah, that's what Aquarius season is about. We're rediscovering our authentic joy. So let's do it. You guys, it is so crazy. Oh my God. Okay. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. Let me know if you're going to do something new this Aquarius season. Just let's chat about it. I love y'all so much. Thank you for listening. And I will talk to you very, very soon. Happy Aquarius season. So ready.